Hello team, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be going over 10 common mistakes that are holding you back in your running. But before we do that, remember to give us a thumbs up, click that subscription button, turn notifications on. It really helps push this channel and I really appreciate the support. Thank you everyone who has subscribed and viewed already, but let's get into it with number one. An inconsistent training schedule. So being consistent is very important, okay? Sometimes we do have things that hold us back, but an irregular schedule can disrupt your sort of training and improvement. So I'm not saying you have to go out every day, get up at 4 a.m, just wake up early, get out running, do everything you need to do. But you want some sort of consistency and some sort of training schedule, okay? Because if you're having gaps, it's going to disrupt your training, it's going to disrupt improvement. So set some sort of training schedule that is actually suitable for your lifestyle. Don't just go all in and go, I'm going to run 5 times a week for an hour, hour and a half. If you can only run 3 times a week for 20 minutes, then that is your consistent training schedule. And then in the future, you can sort of try and increase that volume, increase that speed. But set something that's realistic, but also consistent, so you can continue to train and make those improvements. Number 2, strength training. Running requires more than just your standard sort of leg strength, okay? So what you want to incorporate is some full body or some upper lower body sessions throughout the week, incorporating strength, balance and mobility to help you increase your running. Works such exercises as sort of back squats, front squats, Romanian deadlifts, lunges, calf raises, glute bridges, hip thrusts, sort of increasing that lower body strength. And then you can add in some sort of bench press, pull-ups, press-ups, just to incorporate some sort of upper body, and also include some core strength, so some planks, some sort of ab crunches, leg raises, sort of full body exercises and workouts to incorporate that strength to prevent any sort of further injuries and imbalances within your body, okay? Yes, if you're looking to concentrate and improve running, you want to run majority of the time, but you do need to incorporate strength training as well. So make sure you get in the gym, do some squats, some press ups, pull ups, bench presses, calf raises, hip thrusts. It's really going to help you improve your all-round running. Number 3 is poor nutrition. As we know, running depletes energy, so to staying awake, working and doing everyday tasks, you want to make sure you're replenishing your body correctly, and you want to do this with the right amount of carbohydrates, fats and proteins, and also including fibre into your diet. Okay, protein is going to help with strength and recovery. Fat is just an essential macronutrient. It's going to give you energy, and then you want to add in plenty of carbohydrates to sort of replace all the sugars and the energy that you have burned, to then renew your sort of ATP stores. Okay, so plenty of protein, around 1 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. You can do 3 to 4 grams of carbohydrates to 1 pound of body weight. And then you'd be looking at around 40 to 60 grams of fat depending on your body size. But first of all, get your protein in, plenty of carbohydrates and then some fats, and then add in some fibre along those carbohydrates. You can work out how many calories you need. A great way to sort of simply tell is if you are losing weight, then you are burning more calories than you're eating. If you're gaining weight, you're eating more calories than you're burning. If you're maintaining weight, you're eating the same amount of calories as you're burning. So if you're dropping weight rapidly, most likely if you don't want to drop weight as well, you're just trying to improve running, you could increase the calories because your body's burning more than what it's actually sort of getting in. So poor nutrition is key. So have a good meal before you go running, a nice meal when you get back in. Have your 3 main meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then have your snack throughout the day. Don't just try and live off bare minimum and go out running, because you're going to find that you lack energy. Number 4 is rest and recovery, and a lot of people just think this comes to sort of overtraining. So you do too much and then you burn out and your body really struggles to recover. Okay, this can happen, but it's actually quite hard to get to that stage. You really have to push yourself consistently to get to the overtraining stage. Rest and recover just means having baths, getting plenty of sleep, make sure you're stretching, so dynamic stretches before, static stretches after, eating plenty of food, plenty of water really comes into rest and recovery, but sleep is a massive one. Good 7 to 9 hours sleep each night, if possible, is really going to help you improve your running. But also stretching is key, along with all the nutrition, baths, massages, all this comes under rest and recovery, and it's really going to help you. Also, space and gaps between training. If you're quite new to training, quite immature and a beginner, then you're going to need more recovery, bigger gaps between training sessions. If you've got a higher training age and you're a little bit more mature when it comes to training, been training longer, you can have sort of slightly less rest periods in between sessions and intensity sessions. But it's huge. If you need a couple of days off running, have a couple of days off running. Number 5, lack of goal setting. Goals provide motivation and direction, so it gives you something to aim for and look at. If you don't have goals, you don't fully understand where you're going or why you're doing it. So when you are out running or you need to get changed, the weather's bad and you need to get outside, you're like, no, I could miss today. Do I really need to go today? But if you have a clear goal, if we're in the future in place and set, then you're like, okay, yes, it's wet and windy outside. Yes, it's early or it's late. I've had a busy day, but I still need to get out here to go and achieve my goal, because if I miss this session, I'm not going to achieve my goal. So it's vitally important that you set some sort of goal. Set a short, medium and long-term goals with little mini goals in between if you can, because the little wins, hitting those little small goals, really help you progress to your larger goals. You could use sort of specific goals or SMART goals, but just any sort of goal. So write it down. I want to be able to run this distance by this time. I want to be able to compete in this event on this date. Okay. On the way, I need to be running this time and distance by this date, this time and distance by this date. Little mini goals leading to your big goal is going to help you with that motivation and that direction. Hopefully for you actually achieving that goal and being more consistent. And it goes back to the irregular training schedule. Okay, if you have that goal, you're going to be more consistent. Number 6, skipping warm-ups and cooldowns. These are 2 vitally important parts of every training session. You need to warm up and you need to cool down. The warm up should be 5 to 10 minutes, increasing that heart rate, that blood flow, dynamic stretches. If you're running, go for a gentle walk, jog, increasing the speed until you're up to a possible sprint to really get that heart rate up, ready for your run. Cooldowns are just important as well, and what these are actually going to do as well, they're going to sort of hopefully prevent any injuries happening, or at least lower the percentage rate of you in getting some sort of injury. Okay, which is then once going to give you consistent training, it's going to make you feel better, and you're going to achieve your goals. So warm-ups and cool-downs are very very important. Warm-ups, dynamic stretching; cool-downs, static stretching. Static stretching, hold for 10 to 15 seconds to sort of maintain flexibility. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds or longer to increase flexibility. Right, but they're very important. You want to be warming up, stretching the muscles that you're working within that exercise, and ones where you feel like are hurting and need more recovery. So if you're lacking sort of flexibility, mobility in the hamstrings, sort of concentrate stretching on them while also doing the other body parts and muscle groups. Okay, but warm-ups and cool-downs are vitally important to prevent injury, to give you consistency, to make you feel better when you want to go out on that next session. Number 7, improper running form. Okay, this is going to help you prevent injury and hopefully make you more efficient when it comes to running. It's quite hard. Everyone runs slightly different. You'll watch different people. Yes, everyone has their own sort of way, but try and find one that works for you, which is the most efficient, which is going to prevent injury and going to enable you to move faster for longer without burning as much energy. So work on your breathing. Breathe in for your nose, out for your mouth. Shoulders back. I always find leading forwards ever so slightly helps. Move your arms, okay? Then you're going to sort of want to be landing sort of on the balls of your feet, and sort of open your stride up ever so slightly, and it's going to give you sort of maximum running distance as well. Some people like a shorter stride, but I always find running on the balls of your feet, slight lean forward, breathe in for your nose, shoulders back, is going to give you the best running form. That's what I find for me. So actually maybe go out and just do some sessions where you're working on your form. Don't worry about time or distance. Find one that's most efficient and injury preventive for you. Number 8 is a big one, not listening to your body. I used to be really bad for this, and it used to be quite bad within the British Army and around the military. Oh, it's only a bit of pain, just push through, carry on, okay? You need to listen to your body, because you could push through and it may work in your favour, but majority of the time If you're in pain or you're hurting, your body is trying to tell you something is wrong. So listen to your body, go away and get the correct rehabilitation if possible, or at least go and rest and recover yourself. Speak to someone specialist if you can, but this is vitally important, okay? You need to listen to your body. Sometimes at times, if you're doing a big race, big event, and you think there's a little niggle and you can push through, then we can do it. But if you've got a consistent pain in the same place and it's getting worse and worse, you need to listen to your body. There's something wrong. It's trying to tell you, so go away and do rest and recovery. Because at the end of the day, this could give you a long-term injury, which is then going to sort of affect your long-term goals. It's going to affect you mentally, it's going to affect you physically, and it's going to throw it all off. So listen to your body. Number 9, overlooking mental training and mental resilience. Okay, running isn't just physical. You need to mentally be in it as well. You need to be able to push yourself out of that comfort zone to continue running. Work on positive affirmations, working on pushing yourself out of that comfort zone. So you shouldn't be comfortable all the time. If you're on an easy run, it is going to be quite comfortable. But on a steady state run, you're meant to be out of breath. It's meant to be tiring. It's meant to be hard. And you're meant to feel like sometimes you need to give up ever so slightly. But trust me, if you push past that, then you're going to improve your running. Because what you might find is you're not improving your running because you're not pushing yourself, you're not doing progressive overload to work and make those adaptations within your body, okay? So mental training, mental resilience training is just as important as physical training, okay? Get yourself in the hurt locker, get yourself out there, push you past your boundaries, what you think are possible, okay? Work on positive affirmations, and then get out there and speak to someone if you really need to, so specialists out there can sort of help you with this stuff. Another way, number 10, is cross training, okay? Yes, if you want to improve running, you need to get out and run. But sometimes it's better to incorporate other sort of cardiovascular training sessions to help, 1, prevent injury, and 2, increase your performance in other areas. If you're going out running all the time and you are finding that you're sort of getting high impact injuries, then why not incorporate some swimming, some cycling? Get on the cross trainer, sort of long steady sessions just to build on that foundation, build that cardiovascular system, build the basics, okay, and also incorporate running. So if you feel like also that boredom can be one, some people feel like I really want to run a half marathon or a marathon, but I get bored running. Incorporate some spinning, incorporate the cross trainer along with your running sort of training program. This is going to help work different muscle groups in different ways. It's going to help prevent injury, and like I said, it's going to help prevent boredom. So number 10 is incorporate cross training. Hope you enjoyed that video, okay? So that's 10 common mistakes that's going to stop holding you back with your running. Please click that subscription button, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you thought of the video. Let us know what you want to see next. I'm really interested. Give us a comment in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.